don't irritate the guests.
Y'all about to get some whoopings.
Alright, ready?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys.
What are you reaching for?
Where are you?
I was getting this. I was giving you
Where
that.
are you?
Oh my god.
Where are you?
I'm just trying to start this podcast and
Where are you?
we're already having problems. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Bitch ass.
Well, welcome to the Tim Talksalot podcast. I'm your host, Tim Talksalot, and here today I have one
Joker Carmine.
son of a bitch over
Chris.
here. Chris. And across from me I have
Kyle.
the usual suspects. And how have you guys been? We haven't met in a while. I don't know if you guys are going to see the behind the scenes here, but
I've been well. I've been happy. Happier than usual. That's good.
happier than usual?
Well, yeah. Well, for one, like I said, I found out I have half-timer with the city, so full benefits, and I also found out I don't have to pay for money for the IRS. So it's been a good week overall. I can't complain.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so you can't really beat that. Not going to jail and, getting benefits.
Why would you go to jail?
Why would you go to jail?
Because I feel like I would never be able to pay it off on time. Like,
Quote.
Silence your phone.
Remember to silence your phone before the podcast.
Rude.
So that was actually probably really loud on the mic.
Really loose.
It's like super cringy.
Anyway.
Because I never would have enough to pay it off like right away. Because I have to pay so many bills. Like I barely have enough money to support myself now. Like even though I have 2 jobs, it's still a lot of work.
Ladies
and like
single.
trying to save up.
That's not what you want to say.
That's so bad. Trying to save up like $750. Like I found out like if it's less than $10,000, you can actually pay within 3 years, and just do that. Which I would have to do payments, but I didn't have to, so that's pretty nice.
They don't charge interest on payments?
No, I don't think so. If it's past the 3 years, I don't know. IRS is funky. I don't want to mess with them.
I never mess with the
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You mean they didn't try to like call you on the phone and tell you to pay in iTunes gift cards?
Oh, that's so bad. I actually got tricked into that once. I immediately called my police department and asked if I had a warrant for my arrest, because when they call you that, they tell you that. So I got so scared, and they're like, "Why would you have a warrant?" I'm like, "I don't know." That's what I thought. I'd call you.
I
thought I'd just call and confirm. You know.
But it was kind of
Isn't
awkward.
this a thing people do?
I googled the phone number, and it was like to a trailer home. It wasn't even nice ones either. So
it's funny because my aunt, she actually had it was some kind of speeding ticket, parking ticket, something like that. And, like, she didn't know about it. So, like, she had a warrant out for her arrest. And my aunt is, like, in her 80s.
Well, that's the problem with, I think, with parking tickets. Like, they stick them on your windshield, but for some dumb reason, what if someone, like, takes it just to troll you, or it somehow isn't hooked on correctly, so it flies off, and you have no idea you have a speeding ticket.
Most of the time now, they, like, sticks on.
Yeah. Have you seen
I've never gotten one, so I don't know.
Have you seen the new way they do it now?
No.
It's not just like a little piece of paper. It's actually like an envelope where you just put money or a check in, and you just send it out to the mail and just do it like that now. It's super convenient.
I had like a piece of paper that it kind of looked like the college ones.
Little tiny tickets?
Yeah, it's like a narrow one. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you parked here when you weren't supposed to. And he was like, well.
When did they grow an accent?
Well.
Naughty.
I think they're all like that. That's the police right there. They talk about that.
Yeah.
Well. Do you have narcotics? A dabble of ecstasy?
I'm going to check your butthole now.
Stop. And Chris, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? School's out.
Yep.
That's great. Woo!
Sucks to be you nerds.
Why?
I didn't go to school, so it's like...
Sucks to not have a
degree, Kyle.
Sucks to work 2 jobs, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the workforce is a pain. Yeah, I can't.
Everyone
We're already working.
Though. Yeah. What else has been new? Nothing. We just we found out that Tim got a trip to Europe from his family.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I didn't get a trip from Europe.
No, you got a trip. You got a plane ticket to Europe.
No, I didn't.
You're going to Europe for your graduation.
I was like, none of this is free.
So, is it really not?
It's free for him. The plane ride. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So we're planning that. I went to Disneyland yesterday. That's a good topic I want to talk about, Disneyland. Why people, like... I want to know people's reasonings to want to pay $800 for a pass to...
Let's go.
Wow.
A pass for for Disneyland. Like, would you...
There is no justified reason for it.
Well, of course there is.
People do it.
No, like there's no point of you having to constantly go unless you have kids.
Well,
No,
like,
even if I had kids.
so like Desiree, Andre, Melissa, Tony, they all go pretty consistently. I think they go every week.
Well, like,
Well, yeah, because you have a pass, you might as well take really good advantage
so
of it.
that would be the reason.
But like, it gets so old.
Yeah, no, I mean, I go like not even every year, and it's like
And that's still not worth
Nothing
it.
changes.
not worth it.
Maybe if you haven't gone since they changed the Haunted Mansion, but it's not even any different.
Like the girl I'm dating right now, she just got a pass.
Like an actual pass? Like,
Yeah, an actual pass.
Annual?
Yeah,
How much is she paying?
I think she paid like. She told me a while ago. I think it was like $300, something like that. Because like
No, the passes, the way they work, they're either $62 a month for the one I had, which is you get parking paid, and then there's one that's $72.
no,
which
but
is
she
a premium.
upgraded from her 3-day pass.
Oh, that's probably why she paid so much.
Yeah.
Because there's like a $90 like fee to upgrade. Not fee, but it's a $90 charge to upgrade your ticket
Okay,
to an annual pass.
she did something. I don't know.
But yeah, and it's not advantageous to get anything lower than the $62 one, because the $62 one is what gets you the parking for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, you're paying $25 to $30.
every time.
Yeah,
so-
parking
For parking.
sucks.
It's
No,
just
parking's
super
really
hard.
good over there, but it's just expensive.
Yeah, but it's like
That's how they
anytime
get
I
you.
had to pay more than $5 for parking, I'm like,
Have you not been
Like,
to downtown
imagine-
LA?
I had never had to pay over $5.
Well, you're lucky then, because the average is like 10 to 15, and if you go to Hollywood, it's like 20.
Yeah, I never go to Hollywood. This is what is in Hollywood that I need to go do?
Universal.
Yeah, but you don't. I think parking there is like 20.
Long story short, Disneyland, they like get you with the free parking. That's really the only reason you get one.
Yeah.
But I would probably never go back to Disneyland again.
When does yours expire?
June 17th.
So you have like less than a month.
I'm not going back. I already went. Nothing's different.
Does
Nothing's
Leah have a
changed.
pass? Then how did she go? She just bought a ticket.
Her
Oh,
mom
wow.
bought her a ticket.
How much was
Her
the ticket?
gift.
Tickets are like
100
90?
and no, it's 100 and
well, if you're a California state resident,
it depends. They
It costs
change
less.
day by day. If you want to check your local Disneyland tickets,
yeah, it just kind of depends.
we're not promoting.
Not paid
Disneyland,
promotion,
you
yeah.
do it. You go do it. But they're expensive. They're a lot more expensive than they once were. I remember when I was a kid.
Well, when we were a kid, they were like 30.
Damn,
50.
we're already having those conversations where you're just like, back in my day.
Well, I mean, we're 23. Like, we haven't legally been a kid for 5 years. Granted, you haven't legally been a
That's
kid for almost 7
7,
years.
yeah.
So.
No, it's really bad. Like, funny enough, like seeing those prices back then. Even back then, it was really expensive because, like, you know, back to what we were talking about before the podcast, like about the poverty line. When my family did go to Disneyland when we were kids, like, yeah, we didn't have money at the time, so my dad bought us like the souvenir cup. Back then, when the souvenir cups were like really cool, had like the Disney castle and everything on it.
Yeah.
And we couldn't afford a refill on the soda. So we had to make that one large ass cup last us throughout the whole day, and we had to go to, like the water fountains where we
Really?
could get water. Yeah.
Wow.
And we got one hot dog, and that's all we could afford. And so
Damn.
my family, it was 3 kids, 2 parents
Wait, at Disneyland?
at Disneyland. We were little.
I would
yeah.
not have gone.
Well, it's like, you know, it was my dad's treat to take us there and stuff like that. So it was cool.
I wish I had the mental like knowledge of an adult in a child's body. Disneyland is not worth.
I feel like one day kids are going to be like that. Just like out of the womb, we're just going to be teaching them to be like in college,
That's what we
basically.
do
That'd be
already
sweet.
now.
Now, have you seen?
Like, could you imagine a 4-year-old being like as intelligent as an 18-year-old?
I don't know.
At some point, that might happen.
I feel like society is going
definitely.
downwards.
Ooh,
not
no,
up.
because honestly, even my grandparents and my mom have noticed this. Like, they're teaching us more advanced things earlier and earlier on in our lives. Just
I forgot where I
because-
read it. They said something like, it's easier to teach a child calculus than it is to teach an adult calculus.
Yeah, because your mind is still forming, which
Yeah.
is why it's easier to learn a
New
language.
Yeah.
So if they teach us everything as a child, we're pretty prepped adults.
But it's like the Western society, we don't think like that. In Japan, they totally think like that.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's like
What do you?
school matters.
On a side note, what do you think about genetically modifying kids?
Genetically
Like
modified
in the
kids.
future, what if like you have the option of being pregnant and you have not the option, you get pregnant and you have the option of
You have the option of being pregnant.
genetically modifying them so they're not susceptible to
So kind of
mental
like
illness or
Aeon Flux.
I've actually never seen it.
Yeah.
It's not that good.
Long story short, genetic modification.
I feel like there should be like a line. Like, it should only be up to the point where, like, they'll be it's like, for lack of a better word, normal. They don't have any disabilities or anything like that. I feel like that should be the line.
I think eliminating disabilities is like...
Yeah. But you always know there's going to be that one mad scientist who gets her wife pregnant and has like a super baby.
Has, like,
how awkward is it? Like, I'm going to have my child have freaking purple eyes and like green hair. Like, that's...
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's totally a thing, though. That's all cosmetic.
Yeah,
but it's
cosmetic,
like
though.
off like genetically doing it.
So you don't think,
cosmetically doing it.
So you don't think genetic modification of external features, like physical features,
it's not needed. Oh, I'm gonna make sure my kid isn't ugly. Like,
that's what people are. Why people?
But that's
are
totally what
genetic
people totally
modification.
pay
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They'll have a better
So
life.
it's pretty much like
else.
plastic surgery. Besides the whole like.
But it's not.
Oh,
Oh, you know what was a really good movie? Titan on Netflix, the original. It brought up a concept that I didn't really think about space travel. Like, what if? Well, their thing was, instead of terraforming planets to be so that humans could live on it, why not terraform our genetic makeup so that we can live on that planet? So the planet in question was Titan on is it Saturn? Titan's on Saturn, I think.
Yeah, Titan is one of its rings.
No, it's a moon.
Oh no, sun, moon, yeah.
sun.
Yes,
because we have multiple suns.
Sorry.
Long story short, so they made a bunch of people, like they went through trials, and like people started losing their hair. Since Saturn had or Titan had like a 90% nitrogen atmosphere, they needed less oxygen. It was trippy because like they literally changed into aliens. Like they had membranes right here and like no nostril. Bald, elongated head. They actually couldn't even talk anymore because there's no reason to on Titan because the nitrogen to oxygen, the sound wave thing. So they talk on a higher frequency. So on Earth they can't speak. So it was just really trippy to see like, I don't know, it's just like humans turning into aliens. Because I always thought that would happen once we like leave Earth. Is that there's no longer going to be racism, but definitely a form of it where it's like, humans who move to, say, Mercury, which is the hottest planet, they're going to have to evolve to be heat resistant.
Yeah.
So their skin might be different, or they might have thicker skin, bulkier appearances, versus someone living on, like, Pluto might be super narrow and thin, you know, like
so
stuff like that.
Pre-made evolution, where it's like, we're going to make you genetically like this to adapt to your own environment type of thing.
So what if in the future, instead of, like, adapting planets, we take, like... something that makes our body more genetically compatible to planets. So like whatever planet you step on, it kind of just it makes forced evolution.
Yeah,
that'd be trippy. That was a trippy movie. That
it's not gonna be done. It's not gonna be like done like right away.
I love how like all these good concept movies are just so shitty.
Well, like the first 3/4 of the movie I thought was good. I felt the ending could have been better. That's about it. But that's an interesting like thought where we're headed because. Overpopulation and lack of food. We were talking about that in the car about like genetically made meat.
Oh yeah. So have you heard about this meatless steak?
So it's just
I've heard of the Impossible Burger, but
it's kind of like the Impossible Burger. Basically. It's this $5,000 meatless meat that's grown in a lab, so that we can give vegetarians, vegans.
I just think we need it for like world hunger reasons.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Lack of resources.
Because like we have resources.
So the idea of this meatless meat is that in 10 years or 20 years, it's going to be from $5,000 down to $50. So it becomes more widely available.
The rich Trump people are going to have real meat, and the rest of us will have Soylent kind of thing.
Which honestly, that's saying that the food the what we have now is going to go more up in price.
It will.
Why would it?
Because
it would go down in price because it's less desirable.
Well, what I mean is like our like vegetables, for example, like at some point vegetables are going to be impossible to grow in places.
Yeah, just because
you have
to move
arable land,
climate control, stuff like that. A lot of land is like you can't grow the same crop in one area. Eventually, all the areas will be taken up, and then the crops won't grow. That's why they were trying to. I think like 2 years ago, or whenever we were voted, I think it was that one or the prior one. They were trying to commercialized, not commercialized, but like genetically modified food, and people have this negative stigma about it. Like, it's genetic, it's probably bad for you.
I don't understand. I mean,
don't get
there's
it, like,
probably like really good arguments for why we shouldn't eat genetically modified food, but it's like at the end of the day, it's the future.
Yeah, just see like the whole like non-GMO. It's
like
really
the
fine to eat that.
animals we have nowadays are basically genetically modified. Like chickens aren't supposed to be that big.
Yeah.
Cows
There's
are
so
not
much water.
supposed to be that fat. It's because we feed them corn and cheap food that's filling and grows them like growth hormones. So it's like, while that may be like bad, we need to do it because we have a growing population that's not going to be slowing down. Because like, the only thing that limits population right now is land.
No, there's so much land.
No, but I'm saying, once we run out of land, that's when population will stop growing.
Do you think that's crazy, the idea of government initiating like the movies do it all the time where no pregnancies or it's illegal to have a
Well, like in China.
Oh yeah, they have that in China, huh?
Where like
but
if you have more than one child, you have to pay a tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, have you seen the thing also with Japan? Like apparently their birth rate has gone down dramatically because no one's having sex.
Yeah, because men are becoming too preoccupied with work, and like they're just. I remember reading an article about it in Anthropology where like marriages aren't based on happiness; it's like just
financial status,
financial need.
That's
so like farmers marry other farmers. Like rich people marry other rich people, and they just like hate each other. They don't have sex anymore or anything.
That's why there's prostitutes.
Well, there's prostitutes everywhere.
No, but I get where he's going with it. Where it's like, most people are getting married because of those financial reasons, and you hate each other, but that doesn't mean you can't just buy a stripper. Like they're content to be in their shitty lives because they can just hire someone for a quickie.
Yeah,
especially if you're rich.
Get rid of that stress or that that relief out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like some weird shit.
Yeah,
some weird shit. So on to the next thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I just graduated.
Hey.
Insert confetti sound effects here.
So, Five Nights at Freddy's style.
Talking about what's next. I kind of talked to Chris about this in the car, but basically my plan for the next 4 months is just to relax, look to move out, work more hours so that I can have more money to move out, and then go on vacation.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've been going to school for 5 years. Even longer than that. You're talking about, like, from preschool. I've been going to school since I was 4. Like, that's freaking crazy. I spent, like, 80% of my life going to school. Mm-hmm. Like, that sucks.
Are you going to go back, though, to get a master's? Or no?
Hell no.
Now you're good with bachelor's?
Which is why I have mad respect for people who are going back for their master's and their doctorate.
Oh, dude, man.
I'm 100% going back to school, but I'm going to a trade school at some point.
To get what?
I just like to learn.
To learn how to, like, do something?
Yeah.
Something different?
Something with my hands.
Because if you go to school, they don't teach you...
They teach
how
you
to do what jobs want you to do. They teach you how to be a teacher, basically.
I want to actually know the government / state's reason why they don't teach high schoolers how to, like...
Can't afford it. It's not in the budget.
Then cut something out.
Because, no, but the thing is, the government tells districts and schools, basically, this is what you need to teach in X amount of time.
Well, I'm saying, why do we need to know all the history about, like, Shakespeare?
Because apparently people are saying that you don't know what you want to do when you're young. So they're trying to get you, like, maybe you want to be a history
major.
major.
Like, how to do taxes, how to buy a home, how to be an entrepreneur, how to manage your money at minimum.
I know we had a discussion
last
time.
Yeah, we
I'm
totally
not going to go too much into it. But it always ties back in why
basically
our high schoolers are learning dumb things that they don't need to learn. Some of it is very valuable.
It's because we teach based on the aristocratic method. We introduce people to a broad scope of ideas. That way people,
that's what college
while
is for.
They go into their preconceived notions of what they want to do, they may be changed into doing something else. Like you wanted to be a psychology major.
I wanted to be a psychology major because I didn't know what I want. That's what I was going to go into. Ask how many high schoolers know what they want to do outside of college. A majority is going to say they don't know.
No, the majority is
high school is failing. Don't you dare.
Don't you just hate that when it goes away?
What,
it fucking sucks. Like, you gotta sneeze, you're like...
You look like that was your O face. That's your permanent.
That's your O face.
But yeah, high schoolers are failing. If that's their reason to give you a broad knowledge so that you can choose something, they're failing. Because I didn't know what I want to do. I was like, all right, I like the brain from psychology.
That's the thing though. Like, I'll be devil's advocate. You can't. What else are you gonna do? How else are you gonna fix this? Don't try finding the problem unless you have a solution.
But we talked about it last time. I'm not gonna go too deep into it.
I mean, yeah.
There are solutions. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
But they're definitely things you can cut.
Later. Congratulations again.
Again, back to the main topic.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Back to the main topic.
Yeah,
I graduated.
Me.
This is all about me, okay? And then going into summer plans, me and Chris have been planning our European trip, and Kyle kind of came in a little bit for that while we were planning it.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Planning a trip to Europe is so different.
I don't think the camera angle will be able to show it to you. Yeah.
See that? Hold
Right,
on.
put it in the middle.
Yeah, there's water bottles in the way.
Tim's mom.
My mom sent me this. Or not sent me this. She lives here. She didn't send me anything. This book for my graduation, and there's another one. If you want to give me that one.
No.
No? Okay. Well, you're going to have to show the other
It's
book.
not that important.
It's basically the same thing. I guess it's just like, this is if you want to do it on a budget. I don't know. I haven't read it.
How long are you guys gonna be there for?
Anywhere from 11 to 14 days.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's
But it's like a lot of countries.
Yeah. Like, we're going from...
I have no idea how I'm gonna afford this.
Dude, that's stupid expensive.
I have no idea how I'm gonna afford this.
Credit card.
I don't want to use a credit card.
Dude, how much? No, like, what's the difference? What's the like?
I
convert
almost,
pounds into dollars.
I'm almost wanting to just say,
Dude,
like, let's go to one.
most places use euros for one.
All right, sorry. Yeah, euros then.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference? It's still probably more.
We
than
don't
the
know.
US
Actually, I
currency.
should look up what the Spanish currency is. We never really figured that out.
Oh, well, I was saying I was almost like, let's just go to one place that isn't Europe. Somewhere, just one place.
Let's go to like
Europe.
Kansas.
My
Japan.
my mom was like,
Kansas.
why don't you go to Mexico? I'm like, Mom, ain't no white person gonna want to go to Mexico. Come on. But I was almost like,
Oh, they use euros.
oh really?
Okay, so to convert euros to dollars, what's the difference there?
So
how much more are you gonna be paying?
So a euro is worth less than $1.
Oh, there you go.
So 1 euro equals 1.17 US dollars.
Our buying power is not that different though. So it's
The only reason the euro is worth less is because of Brexit.
oh well yeah.
So
Either
well, that's
way,
good to know. We're only going to need to change our currency once.
11 to 14 days. Still a
Well,
certain
tickets haven't been
expensive.
bought. Is there any other place you would go? This is just a random idea being thrown out.
I want to save Japan because everyone keeps telling me I should go to Japan during spring
I don't know what
because that's when it's not hot.
Spring is almost over.
And then, I mean, it's basically over for the purposes.
Yeah.
it's a good place to go in the summer that isn't Europe.
Hawaii.
Why don't you go to like?
But I don't
Thai?
want to go to Hawaii because everyone fucking goes to Hawaii.
Well, right now they have a lot of shit going on with their volcanoes.
Exactly.
No, that's Kona.
Stay the fuck
That's
away.
Well, yeah.
Dude, the entire island of Hawaii is on a volcano.
It's multiple islands, by the way.
Multiple.
In case you didn't know.
Okay, yes, it's multiple
There you go.
islands.
Several
Yeah,
islands.
Kona's the
You're not
only
wrong.
one.
I'm
that's
blocking
welcome.
your face.
Thanks.
But what about like go to like Thailand? You know how cheap Thailand is? You could
Oh, but
spend-
the problem they were saying about Thailand was our summer is their winter.
Okay.
What the
It's
fuck?
Bring a jacket.
No, their winter isn't really a winter. It's more of like maelstrom. Maelstrom. Maelstrom?
Maelstrom poles?
No. Maelstrom weather. So it's nothing but like
Monsoon? Are you thinking
That's
of
what-
monsoon? Okay, I was like,
monsoon.
Maelstrom
Someone
is
said maelstrom.
not a thing.
Storm. Isn't maelstrom a storm?
Then just look at the forecast beforehand.
Bro, it's the whole season. Our winter is their like prime.
It's not gonna be like crazy
Listen,
like
according
according
to
time.
Jared.
How long is winter?
Let's not get
arguable a
this.
long time.
I feel like I'm gonna get this answer this question wrong no matter what.
I'll look it up while you try to guess it.
Alright, anyways. So yeah, we're trying to go to Europe.
New Zealand?
We vaguely...
I would love to just stay in one part of Europe. Like, as much as I would love to
Yeah, but I
travel,
feel like
the trains are
I feel
so
like
expensive.
I know. Trains are so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous.
Like, imagine how much we could cut if we stayed
Like
in
a
one
train,
space.
a train ride from Madrid to Barcelona is $120.
That sounds about right.
3 months.
3
That's
months?
winter.
Yep.
That's so short.
Yeah, but when you're going to Thailand for a week, doesn't seem that short.
Anyways, would you consider staying in like one or two places?
Yeah, Sweden.
You'd want to stay in Sweden?
No, it'd probably be like...
I'm serious though. Like,
I
as a
don't know.
college student, I genuinely don't think I can afford to go.
I think you could.
Not without taking so many risks.
As a human being,
I'm trying to move out in the next
Risk.
6th year with you, and paying this trip. Like, imagine how much rent that is.
Wait, hold on. Oh,
But I'm not gonna bum your thing
The
if I
Arizona
can't.
thing is after you graduate, right?
Arizona is like when I start looking for a business job.
Okay.
I'm planning on like living like in the area like at least a year or two.
Yeah, he came up with a good argument. He was like, well, most jobs are going to
Literally,
states like Arizona and Texas just because the cost of living is much lower.
Yeah.
And then, like, slowly over time, the cost of living will, like, go up to, like, the pay level. Because LA is just so saturated right now. And LA living is just so expensive.
Yeah, but we have the best weather.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
the thing.
literally go
If you
anywhere
went
else in the
Arizona.
I don't
country.
really care too much about weather.
You say that-
We adapt.
You say that now.
You say that
You
now.
say that
you
now.
say that now
If
until your balls become Velcro onto your leg and I rip it off.
Yeah, air conditioning. Weather is an argument for sure, but there are ways to go around it.
Sure.
Air conditioning if it's cold. If
But
it's hot.
why have to go around it in the first
Yeah.
place?
It's not like weather here is that great sometimes too. It's great compared to other places, but like okay,
When is it bad?
I'm gonna stay and spend a premium just because of the weather.
But you're not paying a premium. You're just paying to live here.
There's a compared to what?
What do you mean-
Compared
what do you
compared
mean?
to Arizona, you're paying a premium here.
No, you're just paying what you should.
So you're telling me I should stay in California, specifically in this area where it's beautiful weather, and to pay $2,000 for a
Well,
one-bedroom apartment?
think of
That's
it.
shitty. And
Think of
small.
it like a hotel. You're paying for the amenities.
I don't even care about the weather.
Yeah, you do.
I
You say that
say
now.
that.
You know,
I
I
can
say
read-
that
I can
now,
read.
but
Grandpa, I can't read cursive. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Needs to get in the
Well,
kitchen
we can take a quick
to
break.
give dogs their medieval
Medicine.
in
In
20
20
minutes.
minutes.
I'm just kidding. Medicine.
All right, well, we'll take a break when he needs to,
Okay,
Let's just do it right now. Take a break.
because it's in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. He's
Oh,
going
20
So you want to sit around for 20 minutes?
He just went out to gas the truck.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he'll be back.
Yeah,
Oh,
relax.
I don't think the cost of living is
Take a
worth staying
seat.
here.
I think it is. I don't think the cost of living is that ridiculous.
you have everything here.
Yeah.
Like what?
Literally
Mall,
everything.
beach,
They have malls there.
jobs
Beaches are not important if you don't go that often. How often would you say you go to the beach?
during the summer.
No, I'm saying like in general. How often would you say you go to the beach in a year?
And the point isn't that you go there. The point is that you have that.
Yeah, the point is I have it.
There are lakes.
Like,
in
you have
Arizona.
life insurance, but how often do you use it?
I never have. I don't even have life insurance. I don't want it.
You have life insurance.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
I didn't sign up for it. Unless your mom forced it on me.
I have
don't.
life insurance, but I didn't sign up for it. It's because it was given
No, because
unto
your
me
mom
by
gave
my
it to
mother.
you. Exactly.
Your mom has life insurance.
Yeah, that's her life insurance. not
And
my
by
Air AAA, not sponsored by AAA, sends me papers to sign up for life insurance. I just don't want it. I'm not gonna do it.
Why not?
I just don't want to.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah,
Chris,
I'm actually. My mom
Chris,
said that I have
let
to
me
get off
let
of
me
health
let me give
insurance
you another comparison.
because it's
women-
cheaper for her to go on tour. I don't really care anymore about life insurance to be honest.
It's we're not talking about life insurance.
Oh, continue.
Women have the ability to get pregnant, but they don't get pregnant.
Are you assuming that only women can get pregnant?
Well, yes,
That's another
Chris,
topic I want to
by
talk
the
about.
way,
The sensitivity
fucking-
of our society.
Jesus Christ, amen. Let's fucking talk about that.
What's wrong with
I was
this?
talking to a bar when I was bartending. I was talking to this guy, and he was talking to me about how even people like H3H is talking about people are way too fucking sensitive nowadays. If you can't laugh at yourself, it's like I forgot the quote. It's something like if you can't laugh at yourself, like if you're doomed. Like you have to understand, like fat jokes. Wow, you're fat. Black jokes. I get it. I really do. It
At
sucks.
one point, it's become racy. Like the thing is, like there is no actual
Whose
line.
timer
Like,
is that?
That's my watch.
Oh.
there's no actual line to like finding like what's racist, what's sexist, what's what. People just go off their own line. No, don't get me wrong. Like
I
yeah, just
understand that
because-
there's been
Yeah, but
suffering.
people just choose like the stupidest things to get bothered
Yeah.
with. And it's
Like
just
a good example,
hold on.
a really-
I'll be back. You can continue this conversation.
A good example is that like video that H3 made a topic about like the guy who was genuine, or maybe it wasn't even genuine. I really hope it wasn't. He was saying how don't use the M word. Do you know what the M word was?
What?
Marijuana.
Oh yeah, that's
Do you know why?
Oh, that was the. Oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah,
video. It was
yeah.
ridiculous.
Dumb.
I'm Hispanic. I don't give
I'm
two
Hispanic.
shits.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. And also that was way back then. Like, I get it. Like, there's some things that are a little insensitive, and I get that. And you can tell people and be like, hey, you know what? It's a little insensitive, but that was in the past. As long as you're not insulting me, whatever. But like when people are getting so sensitive over everything, like damn.
The thing is, like, they see that, but they don't realize, like, yeah, that word is bad, or that word is bad, and they don't notice, like, hey, you know what? Like, saying the word, hey, I got gypped, that's a racial saying. You know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's getting gypped is a bad term for gypsies, like being robbed or stolen from. And then saying other words, just like call a random guy a cracker, or anything like that. Like seriously,
I genuinely wonder, like, so it's hard to explain, but like, I remember my argument a long time ago about like the N-word and how the African American community uses it. And I asked Nicole, who's black, and I asked her, why do you guys use the N-word like all the time? And the only reason I say N-word and is not the A word, not whatever, without the ER, not the
no hard R. Okay.
No hard R.
I thought you were still talking
It's
about
because
marijuana.
she said like it's a term they use to take something bad and like give it a different connotation, you know? And I get that, but shouldn't everyone be able to use that then? If they're using the non-hard R, why do people get so sensitive about it? If you're trying to change the meaning, but this is one person's opinion. This is not the community saying like this is why we use the non-hard R.
well,
But if they're trying to change the emotion slash presence it has, then why can't everyone use it?
well, did you say the whole thing with, like, we were talking about this a couple days ago about the whole Kendrick Lamar, like,
Yeah, I don't know if you knew about this, but there was a concert for Kendrick Lamar, and he invited this fan on stage to sing a song from Good Kid, Mad City.
keep in mind she wasn't black.
And she wasn't black; she was a white girl, and like she didn't know the song too well. So I think
That's the most awkward
I
experience.
think I know what song it was. What's that song where it's like
Mad City?
same city?
We go,
And
that one.
Oh, that's
that one.
Mad City.
It's like, man
It's Mad
down.
City. It's Mad
Where
City.
you from?
I'm just gonna pull it
nigga?
up.
Yeah. So keep in mind he's allowed to say that he's a quarter black if you haven't noticed.
I mean, honestly, it was such a weird thing. So, like, you know, Richard,
Yeah.
I said something where I was like, nigga, you ain't or this or that. And he was like, whoa, I feel so like, he said he's like, I'm allowed to say the N-word, or like, I'm allowed to be referenced by the N-word. And this song.
This song, right?
Same city, you gonna kiss me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're about to get a copyright strike, dude.
That's why I did it for 30 seconds.
So it's just like, I mean.
Okay, so what happened?
So yeah, she went up on stage, she said the N-word 3 times.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Stop! You need to."
He said
that word
because
out."
so fans were booing her, and he was like, "Stop! You like can't say that. You have to blur it out. You have to drop that word."
That's lame. It's part of a song. It's part of expression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's like art.
That's
Isn't
what,
music art?
and a lot of people like jumped on that as saying like, "Oh, it's because she's white. She can't say the N-word." And it's like, no, it's the song. Like, granted, she didn't know the song too well, and that's also kind of bad. That like you would want to go on stage and you
That's
don't.
my worst fear if I really
You don't know the
concert.
song, so like both sides kind of like had their faults. But it's just such a dumb thing where it's like you have to censor a particular race from
Everything is
saying
about
a
censorship.
word.
Yeah.
And it's like as being a white person in society today is so hard
Have you ever heard the
because
song?
white people can't say anything about anyone.
Nope, they're not allowed to. Have you ever heard the song "I'm Not Racist"?
Oh, by Joyner Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
it's so good. I love that song.
The song's good, but I fuck Joyner Lucas because he's a fucking asshole.
Is he?
Yeah, like he has beef with Logic because
you
he
just
did
love
this.
Logic,
He
though.
did
That
this
might
song.
just be biased.
No. So
I'm
let me
unbiased,
let me
so tell me the story.
let me explain. So Joyner Lucas had this song called Sriracha. He did it with Tech Nine. And it was Tech Nine's song. So he invites Logic to do a verse on song Sriracha. So Joyner Lucas does his part of the song. Logic gets it. They don't hear back from Logic for a little while. They're like, okay, or maybe he's busy. And then like a couple more weeks, like they haven't heard anything back from it. And then Logic comes back and he's like, oh yeah, sorry I took so long. Like, sorry, I'm just like super busy. And he gives them back the song. He freestyled on it.
Okay.
Which is fine because from a Logic fan's point of view, they like that he freestyles.
Sure, but that's just to stop you right there for a second. This is not a Logic song.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Just to throw that out there.
That was what Tech 9 had a problem with. And he said, like, yeah, I wish he wouldn't have freestyled, but I get it. It's what he thought people would like. And then, like, Joyner Lucas just kind of escalated the situation as saying, like, oh, he did it because he thought, like, I forget exactly what it was. It was like, basically, Joyner Lucas took offense to it as being like, he's dissing Tech 9 by thinking he can freestyle on a song.
No, that sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, I'm just like, and the real reason that a lot of people think it was is just like, Joyner Lucas, like, rapped on that song so hard and it was so good that Logic didn't want to, like, have to try and do better than him. So he just, like, kind of did his thing. And then, like, just Joyner Lucas has beef with him all the time now. And Logic just literally doesn't give a fuck.
Good, he shouldn't.
Like, he never talks about it. And it's just like, yeah.
So I feel like every YouTuber should take, like, for some reason, I don't understand.
Keemstar. Sorry, going to talk a minute about YouTube drama. So Keemstar, you know Sniper Wolf?
Yeah.
So Keemstar and Sniper Wolf hate each other. And then, like, Keemstar came up with this video the other day called Sniper Wolf Exposed. And it was about her photoshopping herself in her videos to hide, like, blemishes and stuff. And he's like, exposed, because there's, like, this guy dedicated to, like, pointing out flaws in Sniper Wolf's videos and, like, showing that she's a terrible person. And I don't really like Sniper Wolf because she's, like, fucking crazy. But it's just, like, it's so petty. It's so petty to dedicate your life to just basically finding the flaws in one person.
I genuinely think, like, even way back when, like, diss tracks were kind of starting up, like, I was like, if I was ever a YouTuber, like, I would just have a bag of popcorn. My reaction video would just be me with a bag of popcorn and be like, oh, that's good. I like how you pointed this flaw about me, and maybe I could work on it.
Yeah, like iDubbbz Content Cops, it's like, he does it so good that you just kind of have to take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, that's very valid.
The best
but,
part
like, people just be like, no, fuck this guy. You know what? I'll diss him. And it's just this dumb shit, and now we have fucking YouTube boxing.
There's nothing wrong with YouTube boxing.
Literally,
there's so much money behind that.
Like,
Oh,
I genuinely, every time, and it feels like it's like cocaine sometimes, like, is you're just watching, like, Scarce, and you're just like, the only reason Scarce exists is because there's dumb drama. And, like, I'm glad Scarce is, maybe he did something with his life where he's like, I want to be in journalism. And this is good for him. But, like, half the time I'm watching, like, Scarce, I'm like, this is, like, why am I watching this? Like, why do I care? Like, what's his name? Paul? Logan? Joe? Both of the
Jake
Pauls?
Paul or Logan Paul?
Jogan Paul and Logan Paul.
In general, like, they do
Jogan
some-
Paul?
Oh
my
Jogan
god,
Paul.
his dyslexic ass.
Dude, I swear, it's the second
my
time.
God.
It's getting worse.
The Jogan brothers?
The
Like,
Jogan brothers?
like, I
Oh
don't...
my god.
I don't get it. Like,
Low gang.
the low gangs. And, like, it's just, none of it makes sense to me. Why it exists. Like, I understand if you need to report what's happening on YouTube. And maybe it'd be better to report things like, hey, this is what's currently happening with YouTube's policies. Because YouTube's been going down a hill, in my opinion. Nothing is really that fun.
They're making so much money, you have no idea.
I understand they're making money.
So much.
But, like, content creators have had the worst time of their lives in the last 2 years.
Especially Angry Joe.
No, it's not
Angry
that.
Joe gets copyright strikes all the time.
And then, like, this new algorithm thing, like, that's been going on for so long. And, like, why not report? I get that it's not news, and that's why the news is all about, like, non-important things, because that's what news is. It's important. Like, important stuff isn't important. It doesn't make the news. That's why you get chases rather than reports about North Korea and the state of our world.
Have you ever seen Philip DeFranco?
Yeah.
I never bothered.
Dude, if you'll like his
He
content.
reported on, like, you probably don't know about it, but there was, like, this thing with PewDiePie and this streamer named Alinity.
Yeah, I was watching that on Scars. That's why I was thinking, like, why do I care so much?
So it's just, like, that's a whole another thing about people being offended.
It's
And,
not,
like, if you also... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's not like you mean about, like, YouTube drama or drama shit. It's actually a concern. Because she's trying to stop someone from making
I understand.
money.
That's genuine...
And she's going to profit from it.
Yeah.
That's genuine concern. But, like, if you take these two people, say PewDiePie and this chick, I forget her name, and you put them in a room, you think that drama really exists?
No, because
No, because he doesn't care.
niggas
The
are
point is that
bitches in real life.
She wants money. She didn't like what someone said, and her emotion says, you're in the right, he's not wrong, because you're upset. That's the only reason why. And
I just think, well, I'm saying for the like, in general, like, beefs, like, I don't really remember them, but, like, what was
You know
that?
Keemstar has a beef with H3H3? This for no dumb reason. He said it's because he's not funny. Because he keeps talking about his fat. He's like,
I mean,
football.
I like H3H3 in the sense that I have similar views to him about sensitivity of our society. His content's like, I don't watch any of his podcasts. I don't really have time
Really?
for
His podcasts are pretty interesting.
Well, I bet they're interesting. I just don't like.
You know he interviewed Deadmau5?
Okay.
All right then.
See what I mean? Like it's.
You're not the target audience, apparently.
I'm
Dude,
not.
Apparently, someone did like an estimate check. He makes $100,000 each podcast.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Easy.
surprise me.
Ridiculous amount of money.
Like, because like Twitch Prime, free subscribers.
I also feel like there's so many young kids nowadays making millions of dollars on YouTube, and it's not good for them.
Stupidity is the most attracting thing to people. That's why like Woah Vicky became so famous. That's why.
No, I actually feel really
that's why
bad for
Lil
that girl.
Tay became so famous.
I feel bad for Lil
Why
Tay.
do you feel like
Lil
why-
Tay? Because
Well,
Lil Tay
they just
is
came
literally
out with
just like...
her, she was literally a child, and her brother was telling her what to say. Like, it was somehow released that like her like and like
Her
setting
mom, her
up.
sister,
No,
and
it
her
was her
brother.
brother. Like she was like, what do I say?
Are you telling me the
And then-
mom throughout this whole time?
Oh no,
just
she's
noticed?
definitely to blame. She knew exactly what was going on. She's like, I can make profit off this. Either my child's can become really famous and we'll make money off that, or I can sell these houses. I genuinely think that is a stupid like excuse. She was
If
not trying
that's
to
the
sell those
case,
houses.
then 100% child services need to be called on her.
Yeah, it's exploitive.
Yeah.
A lot of kids are being
But it's
exploited.
like, it's a protect... It's very
the
sensitive.
Paul dad, he's 100% exploiting his kids.
Yeah, he took over the business.
I would
Did he really?
if that was
Yeah, he
my
did.
if that was my kids and this was
Like,
happening
Logan
on YouTube,
and Jake are going insane.
if those are my kids and these are the things they're posting, I would 100% stop that in an instant. I don't care if you hate me, I'm taking the internet away from you.
The only time I liked Logan Paul, the
Never
one
did.
time was when he did his Vines.
Yeah, like back when he did like Hanes commercials and
Yeah,
stuff
that
like
shit was pretty funny.
Because
But
back
now,
then, like,
I even looked
he
at his
wasn't...
vines; they weren't even that funny.
Yeah, I know, but
They're
he
simple.
wasn't like an asshole.
he was just
How
he
do
was
you
just a
know?
Because he...
You were just given a video of him.
Obviously,
outside camera?
obviously now, you can tell that personally he's like just an asshole. He's like only cares about himself. But like back then, it wasn't such an issue. Like he wasn't videotaping dead bodies.
No, that was just one incident. I don't even know. I think he thought he could get away with it.
Do you see the part after that he started electrocuting dead animals?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I don't.
He is
That
mentally
was
sick.
that
I
was
don't
really
give
dumb.
the views. No, I don't think he's mentally sick. I just don't think he understands the consequences.
That's
Exactly.
mentally sick.
No, it's not.
Yes, if you
It's
can't
being
comprehend
ignorant.
consequences.
No, it's being ignorant.
No, to an extent it can be ignorant.
I
But
think
he's done this
I don't
multiple
think
times.
he's dumb. I think he's very smart. I just don't think he thinks of the consequences of his actions.
He's not smart at all.
No, not like intellectually smart. I think he knows like this is gonna get me money, but that's to the extent of his
He's thinking with his
consequence.
wallet then. He's not thinking with his head.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He doesn't think about the consequences.
It's because he hasn't had harsh consequences because he's been very privileged.
He's not even.
And no,
like,
I'm not talking about white privilege. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Anyway.
But like in Japan, like that whole thing is so embarrassing as an American citizen.
Yeah, that's really
That
bad.
is bad.
Because suicide in Japan is like...
Not even that. Like all the things he did in Japan about like throwing pokeballs or like being.
He was
It
just
looks-
there to
it
be a
looks
disruptive force.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
so
it.
stupid. Like as an American citizen, I feel very embarrassed about him, and he is like I think of people as part of a whole. So we made that Cash Me Outside girl famous. I'm embarrassed by that.
I'm sure Dr. Phil regrets it every day.
Probably.
Like, it makes no sense.
And this is why the rest of the
It's
world
funny because
hates America.
some girl tried to do the same thing on Dr. Phil and he smacked her down. He's like, no, shut up. I'm not having a Cash Me Outside girl part 2.
That's so bad.
We're done.
Like, we made her. We made a lot of people. It's our fault, not
Well,
theirs.
it's because like the majority of people in society that are watching Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and that are supporting him, they're the reason why these people are successful. And it's only now
All
that
their fans are young.
It's
Yeah.
Very, very young. They're
Did you-
impressionable people. They have a what is that called when you have a lot of power and it's your obligation to use your power correctly?
Oh, God complex.
No. It's like you have a moral responsibility to
Spider-Man.
sure. You have a Spider-Man. You
With
have
great power comes great responsibility.
it does though, because if you have that much influence over young people who are very impressionable, it's your duty to make sure they learn correctly and not to do dumb shit. things like that. Even with PewDiePie's fans who are young and they're over there cyberbullying this chick that obviously she's in the wrong, but they're 9 years old saying really grotesque things through the barrier of the internet. Like
keyboard warriors.
Like, it's dumb.
That's bad.
Like, you have a moral obligation to your fans to be an upstanding citizen.
But even then, like...
You have no right to be dumb, to make stupid things, to say the N-word on stream. You need to have better responsibility than that. You have people who are younger than you who are watching you, and, like, they think of you as a god.
The problem is, like, little 9-year-old kids should not be watching PewDiePie.
Not nowadays.
No.
Not nowadays. Back then
when he was just doing like screaming because he was playing freaking Insomnia or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah, PewDiePie was a lot different. I like PewDiePie back then. I don't like PewDiePie now.
He's so edgy.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but it's boring.
Yeah, it's just like you're trying so hard.
It's really bad. Did you see a while back ago? It was Jake Paul told his fans go to link them to my website.
That is exactly what I'm telling you.
Buy my merch.
Yeah, to buy my merch. And people are like, oh yeah, I got in trouble with my kids. All it's like, oh yeah, it's so like I got in trouble with my teacher.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow you. Like, no, dude, you were a terrible influence.
Moral responsibility as a YouTuber, as a famous individual, to be a beacon to these kids. And you were doing a shitty job.
But the thing is, like, this also falls, like, I'm not going to forget about the parents here. That's like, what we're doing right now is blaming video games for violence.
No. I'm blaming the people, not the video games.
Did you know parents... I fucking hate you. You know parents will drive their kids down to, like, meet these YouTubers at their homes?
That's the parents.
Like, that happened to Casey Neistat the other week.
What I don't understand also... it does sound like I'm putting all the blame on YouTubers, and for an extent I am, but it also falls on your parenting. If you know your kid, like, this is somewhat related, but you know back in the day when you see those really shitty, like, products that say as seen on TV, do you know now it says as seen on YouTube?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I bought a tongue scraper because I really wanted one to, like...
Clean your mouth?
Yeah. It said as seen on YouTube, and I was like...
Yeah, TV is obsolete.
Because
TV is
mainstream media is becoming obsolete.
What I'm going with is, if I'm a parent, I want to know what my kid's up to, and I don't care what you watch. If you watch like whatever, but if I need to be involved in my kid's life. So if my kid's watching, say, Logan Paul, sure, whatever, I'm gonna look through Logan Paul's stuff and be like, you know what, kid, like. This guy is a really bad influence. You can, like, I have no problem with you watching him, but do not take anything he says as word. He's not a really good influence. Huh?
Kids are too difficult.
Yeah,
there's so many things you have to be involved with, and it's just like, I'm too afraid that my child's going to end up being like Jake Paul.
When you have a kid, you take on the responsibility that you're going to be interwoven into his life. His or her life. And you need to understand that. That's why, like, I'm like, being a parent sounds cool and all, but I'm gonna wait or never have a kid.
Or maybe adopt.
Or never.
Well, it's just like I'm 23 years old. Who at 23 is really thinking about having kids?
Some people are. Our friends are getting married.
Some people are.
See, that's why I want to adopt.
They're getting married for benefits. I wouldn't really call that marriage.
I want to adopt.
We don't know why they're getting married.
True. No, that's why I adopt a 17-year-old, so I only have to deal with him for 1 year.
Take him out.
You're not a real dad. For this year,
for 1 year only, I can be your dad.
You're just gonna like, sit down, son. I know you're not my son, but still.
Kyle died at the age of 90.
Son, I'm gonna sit you down.
He had 15 kids.
I'm gonna sit you down. I have some pretty. You want to sit down for this news? You were adopted. Dad, you're white. I'm black. I know.
I always wanted to have this talk.
I was 17 when you adopted me.
I always wanted to buy you this cake that says, "Congratulations, you're adopted."
Jesus. You're not even like a dad at that point. You're just like a cool uncle.
No, I'm definitely into the idea of adoption, but I don't think I'd ever want to have biological kids.
No, I think me being like biracial, I want to like have this mixed a race as I can. I would love to have a Mexican black and white baby, or an Asian black and white baby, or
your kids.
Or the rainbow. I would love to have a rainbow baby.
Have you ever seen a black Asian ginger?
No.
Google it.
Does that exist? I need to Google that shit.
For those at home, please Google black Asian.
Yeah, please follow.
What was it? Albino?
No, black Asian ginger.
I've seen a black ginger.
I haven't seen a black ginger.
I see a
Oh my
recipe for
God.
Asian black rice salad.
It's like literally 1 in a billion.
I don't know why my mom uses Yahoo search.
Oh gosh. It's like people using Firefox.
I feel like that's photoshopped.
This?
This one.
This?
Yeah, 100% looks photoshopped.
What about this?
That just looks like a black
It
cake.
has been 20 minutes yet. I actually really gotta use the restroom.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Just take a break.
Alright, guys, we're gonna take a quick break so Kyle can go use the potty.
1, 2, 3.
And we'll be right back. I can edit them out.
It's kind of
Okay.
Alright, we're back. Had to take a quick break so my grandpa could feed the dogs their
And
medicine.
to urinate.
And so
I
that
punched
people
Kyle in
could
the face.
pee.
He pooped. I'm just kidding.
And so that we can talk more about the Europe trip we're not doing.
We might
That's
be.
not-
It just kind of depends on, like, I personally can't afford it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm poor.
At least you pointed out instead of like waiting till very last
Right,
minute.
like, by the way.
By the way, I can't afford this trip. We're gonna have to buy everything while we're there.
By the way, I know we've already bought our tickets.
Wait, why did you say no to Japan? Oh, sorry. I just
because, like,
held
you-
hand with your foot.
Get your foot off me. Just people have told me that it's a bad time to go during the summer just because like there's a lot of tourists and it's really hot.
In August?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, really?
Apparently summers in Japan are really hot.
Or we could just really go see a donkey show in Mexico.
A donkey show?
I do not. That is not something I would.
Yo soy del rancho.
Dude, that picture still has me dying.
Alright,
Oh.
so we are going to end this podcast because I want to keep it under 2 hours compared to last time. Last time was really long.
Just cut it out.
We're going to end it with some Would You Rathers.
We're going to have some conversations about Would You Rathers, and I want to know people's opinions why.
Leave
Okay.
them in the comment section below if you want. Alright, go ahead.
Would you rather that everything you're thinking about... Would you rather that everything you are
Great
thinking... They don't speak English in this stuff. That everything, just listen to... I'm going to read it exactly how it says.
You sound like
that
an American.
Everything you are thinking appear above your head.
Yeah,
Everything
everything
you're
you're thinking.
Yeah, but
well,
it's not
they forgot
everything-
of.
Yeah.
Everything you're thinking of appear above your head.
Uh-huh. That everything you do is live streamed for everyone to see.
Ooh.
Dude, it's almost a gift to be able to think about anything you're thinking about appear by your head.
Yeah,
Are you sure though?
I'm thinking about a
it's a-
hot-ass Latina.
I would say it's.
You're there hanging
You're
out with
thinking
your
about a
girlfriend.
nice slam sandwich. I'm thinking about $1 billion.
Yeah,
I'm
I think I
thinking
would.
about a nightmare.
No, I think they're saying
I'm thinking
like
about it again.
I think they're saying it's like a thought bubble, and you see like an image.
Yeah.
I think that's what they mean, not like it's actually going to
Oh,
materialize.
that might be comical.
That's fine.
If you're having trouble explaining something like I do, it's just like
I go
look at my
thought
thought
bubble.
bubble.
Just because
It's like
live
you
streaming
joking
everything,
someone.
live streaming everything I do, like they're gonna see me go to the bathroom, they're gonna see me do other things.
Yeah, that.
No.
Or if you're a
No.
girl,
Yeah, but it's not like people don't know you're already doing that.
Yeah, but they don't need to see it.
they don't need to think about it.
Yeah, I'd rather have the live stream.
How often
actually.
do you even think about what other people are doing? Honestly, like not that often. All right, next one.
Sorry, there's an advertisement because I'm cheap. Always feel like someone is following you, but no one is. Actually have someone following you.
First one, the second one's super scary.
Yeah.
That's not even a good one.
That's really
See what I
bad,
mean?
yeah.
Just some kind of dumb ones.
Oh well.
Only be able to eat with a fork. Only be able to eat with a spoon.
Or my hands. I'll so eat
Spoon or fork only. No hands.
I'm trying to think of things
No
that you can
stipulations.
only eat with a fork. I guess like meat.
Soups you can't eat with a fork.
No, that you could only eat with a fork.
Oh,
This is like
No,
meat.
you could eat. Just hold it down with the spoon and then use the knife.
I've used the fork.
No, but
to
picking
as
it
a
up,
knife.
picking it up would be the issue.
Yeah. Or
You'd have,
pasta.
you'd have to like get the knife and like hold the meat as you pick it up with the spoon.
It's
Pasta
hard
sounds like a pain
it's
in the
hard
ass.
to cut things with forks, but you can cut things with forks. It's just pressure.
No.
All that cutting is.
No.
That's
You're
what I'm saying.
forgetting the knife.
No.
You get to keep the knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just either eat things with a fork or a spoon. You don't eat things with a knife.
it's more. It seems like it's more.
Granted, you
I
could
would use a
stab it
spoon.
with the knife and then eat it that way.
I would use a spoon because you can still cut things.
There's a lot of things you can do with a spoon.
Yeah.
More
You can't.
than you can
You
do
can't
with a
eat
fork.
a soup with a fork.
Yeah, that's just
A liquid.
perpetual.
You can't eat a liquid. At least.
You can't eat ice cream with a fork.
Yeah, you can. How liquidy is your ice cream?
Yeah. Is it?
No, I'm
Is
just
it
saying,
melted?
like,
Soup?
as it melts, it gets harder.
Sure, but
And you drink it.
You eat it before that.
What the fuck?
How long
Why
does it
would
take for you to-
drink ice cream?
All right. So what is our consensus? A spoon or a fork? I say spoon.
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 Okay. Bitch. Be invisible at a party or be the life of the party?
Being visible over the party, or
yeah, if you're an introvert, you'd rather not be.
I guess be the life of the
life
party.
of the party,
Yeah,
man.
this is some dumbass question.
They're not dumb to everyone.
Would you rather read the book or watch the movie version of the book? I have a very good idea about this. I would love to watch a movie version of the book and then read the book.
Well, like Akira, I would love to see and in like manga in general, I would love to see like the animated versions, because there's some things you miss when you're reading manga versus when you watch it.
I think it gives me a frame of reference. Like for example, Jurassic Park, I kind of picture the characters easier.
Yeah.
So I'd love to watch a movie and then read the book. But the books are always going to be better.
Well, according to you two, I'm dyslexic, so I think I'm choosing the movies.
Yeah, I think I go with movie.
Only be able to take photos. Only be able to film. Only be able to film.
Film, I'll be a director.
Film. Easy. I do that already.
But you're in them.
Yeah. You can only film,
or
you can only take pictures.
Essentially, you'll never
Oh,
be
I thought
able
it was
to
like
film.
you pop in them or be
So
in
if you
them.
only take pictures, you can't record audio.
This sounds interesting.
Oh, the advertisement sounds.
Would you rather that it is 0 degrees Celsius, which it translates to 32 degrees Fahrenheit all the time, or that it's 50 degrees Celsius, which is 122 degrees all
Always
the
be
time?
cold.
Always be cold.
Are you kidding me? I'll wear like sweaters all the time.
Yeah, I'd be dead ass.
Be a mermaid / men. Be centaur. Is that really the word? Centaurides / centaur. I think centaurides is supposed to be
merman.
I'd rather be
But
a
mermans
centaur.
can't fuck.
That's home.
That's your concern?
That's your concern.
That's the one thing you have to worry about? Can I bang in this form? Or am I going to jizz into a bunch of eggs?
Just like a nice bukkake. That was a nice bukkake. I'd rather be a centaur, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know. Just when I think of a centaur, I think of a fucking badass.
I don't like
horseman
any of those
with a-
options.
With a bow and arrow.
I don't like any of
That's
those
what I think about.
options.
Look, even though I like the water, I'd rather be a centaur.
Yeah,
I can run
guess
way
centaur.
I
faster.
love
Yeah.
water.
I'll be a centaur.
No, you can run away pretty fast as a merman. I just think
You can't run as a merman. You don't have legs.
I like how they
swim
add.
away. What the fuck?
I like how that one's
Dude,
very.
what kind of answer is that?
That one's really PC.
No, I'm just saying, you
Do you want to be a
can't
merman, or a mermaid, or a centaurian, or centaur? Like, do you really have to add that part? I think we get the gist.
So what
of
is
it.
a centaur? What is our
Centaur.
census? Centaur.
Centaur.
Yeah.
Centaur.
What is your centaurs?
What is
A
your
lot of people
centaur?
apparently said they'd rather be mermen
They're
or
stupid.
mermaids.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Stupid. Lose all your money and valuables. Lose all the pictures you've ever taken. Okay, so people apparently this person thinks photos are very valuable to them. So this is a dumb question.
No, I think there's,
Hold on.
there's value to that question.
What do you mean?
Because
What's the problem?
if you lose all your photos, then like you lose your historical frame of reference.
Well, that's what your mind's for.
Yeah, but what if you want to see pictures of your grandparents
You think about them.
when they were younger?
Why the fuck do I give a shit about them when they were younger?
What a dick.
I would not. I would rather not
Or
lose
lose
all
all
my
your-
valuables because I love my shoes.
That's the. Like,
Never again eat salt or sugar. I say sugar.
Sugar, yeah, easy.
But,
Yeah,
care.
sugar.
Oh
Sugar.
fuck!
Hey.
Wait.
Yeah, dude.
Never have sugar.
Yeah, but then I can have sugar in my coffee.
That's fine. Just drink
Get
black
used
coffee.
to black coffee. I got used to
Fuck
black
black coffee.
What's
You
wrong with
say
black
that now
coffee?
because
You
want
want
to
to drink
sugar.
tar? If you're fine with drinking tar,
You want to
go
drink?
ahead.
Well, you're drinking diabetic tar. That's the only difference.
No, because that does not have bad sugar in it. It's natural sugar.
It's still sugar.
Guess what? It's
Still
good. For you.
diabetic.
Look at me.
You drink enough
Look
of
at
it?
me. You think I'm getting fat?
That's because you go to the gym every day. That's different.
I'm-
Imagine
offended.
you stop eating.
I'm offended.
I mean, imagine you stop going to the gym, how fat you'd be because of sugar. Fat fuck.
Yeah, but I would never not go to the gym. What the fuck?
I'm
I guess
just saying,
if we're in a vacuum.
like your reasoning is very limited.
Yeah, but think of the things you could like.
black coffee is
salt.
whatever.
Okay. What
also,
do you?
why even have coffee?
Hold on. Pause. Teacher,
Nah,
I have a question.
Now you're wrong.
no, you're
My
wrong.
feelings
bitch.
tell me you're
I'm
wrong.
sorry. Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me why you're wrong.
What things do you need salt?
Everything. Steak.
Like
Seasoning?
Food, seasoning.
But you could use other things.
Like
Like
what,
what?
bitch?
Like pepper.
Have you ever
Pepper
had?
sucks balls.
There's so many substitutes for salt.
Try cooking with just
Let me go get you a
Just-
substitute for salt. Hold on, pause.
just pepper for your chicken.
No, hold on.
Oh!
What did I step on? Oh, that was the charger. Okay. Okay.
That's all bad. Did it move? The camera move?
Oh, I got scared.
Party foul number 1.
All
Party
right.
foul number
Hold
one.
on.
Bing! I mean, there wasn't really many.
You
Maybe
drink
you're
one
dyslexic.
Pacifico
Yeah.
and you do this.
Wait.
Okay.
He's like, you don't have to have salt. You can have kosher salt. It's not salt.
That's his reasoning right there.
No, it's not.
Tell me
salt.
why you wrong.
It's
You can have paprika. you can have
MSG, still kind of sodium. What does
salt
that say?
substitute. What is that?
The hell is salt substitute?
Here,
Bring that over here. I've never heard of that.
Give me a dab.
What is this white contraption?
what is this?
Is that MSG?
You can't smell salt.
Potassium chloride,
Yeah, that 100% does not taste like salt.
monocalcium.
I've never
phosphate.
actually tasted it, so I'd have to taste it.
It's like very, very light salt. It does not taste like salt at all. It tastes like freaking Lucas.
Wait,
water right there.
shoot. Be careful. Okay, you're going that way?
I need some water. That's the only thing it does. It still dehydrates you somewhat. You said you can't smell it. You're smelling it too? Just take the whole thing.
It looks like
Just
a lot
take
of
the whole
salt.
thing. Why are you just taking a dab of it? It's all in your hand already. Where's the rest going to
That's
go?
disgusting.
It does not taste like salt.
Yeah, it does. What are you talking about?
Very faintly.
No,
There's
it
this
tastes
like tang that salt has.
Y'all are
That's what
wrong.
it has, but
All wrong.
Nothing beats salt. You put salt in literally all your food.
Yeah, but like, because it's there.
sugar is literally not necessary for the human
Yes, it
diet.
is, bitch.
For what?
You make sugar.
For what?
Donuts.
You don't need it.
Pancakes.
You don't
That's
need
not-
it.
that's-
You don't need it.
Coffee, that's
Guess what? I do.
Do you think the Neanderthals back
You're,
in the
are you
day?
flexing?
I do need it.
Back in the day, bitch, you think they had coffee and donuts? No one gives a fuck about you.
I do.
Nobody needs it. Nobody needs it.
Nobody needs shit. I'm gonna say no sugar.
Fuck you.
Guess what?
This is my podcast.
Apparently, a lot of people are in your favor. They say salt over sugar, but I say sugar
That's
over
right.
salt.
That's
Because
because
a bunch
those are
of
the
people are
intellectual people.
diabetic. Yeah, diabetic ass motherfuckers. Eat Twix or Snickers. That's a personal
Twix.
preference. I like Twix.
I like Twix. I don't
Twix.
like that. Snickers are too like nutty.
Would
There's
you
too
rather
much nut.
die in lava or a tsunami? Would you rather burn to death? Or
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Dying in lava is so slow.
Yeah.
Unless it's like poured over
I feel
your
like you're-
entire body.
I feel like your nerves give out like almost instantly.
Yeah, but you're in the worst pain of your life.
Would you
That's
rather
why I'm saying your nerves get out. You don't feel anything anymore.
No, I think you're in the worst pain of your life.
That's a lot of nerve endings.
Drowning is quick, dude. Your body just immediately
I'm
just
sorry,
shut down.
what?
Drowning? Your body when you start to
drowning
drown,
is pretty quick.
your body already knows what's happening and it immediately shuts down your system. You actually like go unconscious very quick.
I wouldn't want to die either way. We weren't saying drowning. We said tsunami.
Yeah,
That's
what,
the- that's
else
how you
do
die in a
from
tsunami.
You could die from the things in the tsunami.
That's what.
That's
where are you
blunt
going
force.
with this, dude?
This is your rectangle of a box of thought
Listen,
process. It's
don't put
very
me in a
small.
box. My talents put me in a mansion. All right.
All dogs try to attack you when you see them, or all birds attack you when you see them.
Dogs.
Or,
Dogs.
sorry. Dogs attack you every time they see you, or birds attack you every time they see you.
Birds see me way often.
Yeah, say birds see me
Yeah.
all the time.
You'd be like freaking Link
fucking
from
bird.
and I
Ocarina
can't
of
see
Time.
them coming. That's the problem. Dogs, it's like okay. Dogs don't my own. I can't have dogs anymore.
Would you rather never be angry or never be envious? I'd rather just never be angry.
envious?
I'm hardly envious now.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not- I'm
hardly
not-
ever envious.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like I'm not envious now, but it's just that's the premise that you would be envious.
So I would.
Would you ever not? Would you rather?
Would you rather be envious or angry?
Well, would you rather
Angry.
never feel anger or never feel envy?
No, but there are times where I want to feel angry
Why?
because I'm outraged
Why are you outraged?
Why?
because
you
someone
outraged?
did something stupid.
Okay, but why do you care
Why
so
do
much
you
about
why
it?
do you need to be angry about it?
Be-
Instead of
if
anger,
it's-
why not try to understand their point of view, even though they're wrong, and see where they're coming from?
If it is
You know
literally
what,
out of
guys?
your power, why
Hitler was
bother?
misunderstood. Did you know that?
Oh god damn it! Don't do this. Don't do
Why
this.
don't we listen to this?
Why don't we just try to understand his perspective?
someone actually tell you that?
Huh?
Yeah.
No, because there was a guy, you know, Travis Wu.
Travis Wu.
He was like,
I'm gonna try to beat that argument.
No,
He
no,
might-
no, 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 don't.
It's not right.
No, 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 no,
I
don't.
100% believe Hitler was wrong.
Stop! Don't even. I'm seriously gonna cut this out. We're not having this conversation. No, this is not gonna be on the podcast. Either way,
Okay, would you rather just not be angry or envious? Period.
I'd rather not be envious.
Kyle.
And, hate.
Yeah, I'd rather just not be.
No,
envious.
not hate, anger. Don't.
What? Is that not what's the purpose of it?
No, hate is different than anger.
That is such a dumb question. Would you rather go on a vacation or get a new TV?
What?
What kind of question is that?
Wait, hold on. What kind of TV?
Stupid.
Nothing matters. Never again use social media. That includes sites and apps. Never watch another TV show or movie. I'd rather just never use social media.
I'd say TV.
No, that's not just TV, but you never get to see a movie again.
That's fine.
Of any kind.
Really? So you'd rather communicate with the world but never actually participate in it?
Movies
Media-wise?
are a form of art.
Yeah, so is art.
Yeah, but you're saying you'd rather, like, get rid of art
I just
than,
think social
than
media.
social media?
I just think social media.
Social media is so
is-
biased and they lie. Like, art is so...
Yeah, but I think
You're literally saying, like, art bad.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I could live without movies, and have YouTube.
YouTube is a form of TV.
But YouTube is also a form of social media.
No. I don't think so.
Not as
I
much.
don't think so. It's a platform to put content,
Yeah.
but it's not a social media. I don't think people classify YouTube as a social media.
I agree with that. I feel like social media is the original intent
Just
of
look
what
at
it's
what
for.
social media is.
The
That's what
definition
I'm
of
doing.
social media.
Okay. I don't think YouTube classifies as social media.
If you get involved, yes.
Isn't the social media the definition of media made by your peers?
Sure.
What is YouTube?
Sure.
Is it?
Is it made by your peers?
Yes.
Are peers people you know?
Human beings
Do
are
you-
your peers.
Do you know PewDiePie on a personal level?
No, that's not what
Do
peers
you know
means.
Markiplier on a personal level? Do you know Ricegum on a personal? Those are not my peers.
Ain't nobody listening to Rescom. Ain't nobody watching that.
I wouldn't consider PewDiePie a peer of mine.
Social
What was-
media, websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking.
It doesn't do the
Oh.
network part, so shut your mouth. There's no form of networking going on.
No, I would actually give it that. If you do a reaction video or a video about someone and then they also respond to it, do you not? Are
Is
you
that not
communicating?
social media? And plus, you can leave comments on YouTube.
Okay. So what is your answer?
He changed
You'd
my.
rather have
I'd rather have social media.
social media?
Not have social media.
I'd rather have movies.
I love that
I
I
would love
changed
to
your
see a
mind.
movie over anything.
Because all it is, we're just going back to early 2000s.
Outnumbered.
That's okay.
Late
You're
90s.
mainstream media. You're
Would you
dying.
rather have a body of a dog or a head of a dog?
I guess that. No, but if I have the head of the dog, what does that mean about my brain?
I'm gonna just when I classify it, I classify it as the
Like-
face.
So okay.
Like you look like Roxy. And I want you to pop a picture of Roxy
I
just
would
bing,
love to do
right in
that.
front. That's your face from now on.
Oh, God.
Or the body of Roxy and your I want you to Photoshop your face on Roxy's body.
I will gladly learn Photoshop just so I can do that.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I would rather have the
face.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the head of a dog. Kai? Coyote?
Head, no. Body of a dog.
You rather have a body
Body
of a
of a
dog.
dog.
Please explain.
Not
Why?
Photoshop Kyle's face on the
On a pug or something.
on a pug.
Cause, like, I don't have to work ever again.
You'd be a freak of nature. No
Yeah,
one's gonna
exactly.
date you.
You'd be poor as hell.
What do you mean poor as hell? I can
You're
live
doing
on
a
the streets.
circus.
You can leave
Yeah,
all
I'll
this.
live in a circus. All I have to eat is kibble. But, like,
Wait, no, you have the head of a human, but a body of a dog. You can still eat food, just not the same amount. You might
I
not
can't
be
eat
able to-
chocolate. My body will not allow me.
Would you rather have a flying carpet or a car that can drive underwater?
Flying carpet.
Yeah, flying car. Actually,
I used to
I'm
think
scared of heights.
I think I'd rather have a car that could drive underwater.
Yeah, but, like,
Why?
Just it'd be fun.
How scary would that be?
You have airplanes, we just don't
There's
have access to
there's
submarines.
much more that could go wrong.
Like what?
Swordfish going through your windshield?
Yep.
Motherfucker, you drive around Tokyo Drift that bitch.
Shark just
Shoo.
comes and attacks your car.
You out.
Plus,
out
if your
swimming.
car malfunctions in the water, you're
What
fucked.
happens if a car, magic carpet malfunctions?
It's magic. It doesn't malfunction. It's magic.
What if it does?
Magic doesn't malfunction.
We're assuming this car could drive underwater with magic then.
No, that's not what we're
This is
assuming.
not through
It's a
human
car.
engineering.
It's a car.
A magic.
A car is made by
Harry-
man.
Harry Potter had a magic.
Anyway,
carpet, bitch.
I vote for the carpet.
Underwater.
Carpet.
Yeah.
Whores.
Did you choose carpet?
I chose my answer. I'm just wanting to know what you guys think. Create a great piece of art that you don't get credit for. Get credit for a piece of art you did not create.
Wait, what was the first one?
You create a piece of art and you don't get the credit, or you take the credit for an art you did not create.
I make a piece of art and don't take the credit for
Yeah,
it.
I'd rather do that because it's the backlash, the societal backlash.
Yeah, just like, especially with like, you'd get Me Too'd out of here.
Always have to say what's on your mind or never say anything again.
Always say what's on my mind.
Here he
Especially
does it,
me
yeah.
now. Yeah.
I'd never say anything again.
Wow, that's
Really?
good. What you have to say?
Sometimes I want to say some shit that might ruin people's friendships.
I can imagine like you're like married, you're
There's
80
really
years old.
not.
You're 80-year-old. You sit down with your wife. You're like, I'm thinking about getting a divorce.
No, just
Super
like,
dark.
for example, like at work, sometimes someone will do something real stupid and I'll just get like a flash of anger. If I just cuss them out and be like, you are a piece of dumb shit. Because that's what's going through my mind. They're going to be like, you know what I mean? I'd rather just never speak.
Yeah,
ves más
but then you
bonito
can't. But then you
callado.
can't. But then you can't tell your girlfriend how much you love her.
You
can
can't. You
always
just do
show
it
it.
with sign language
Oh, you know what? You could write things down.
But you
or
can
sign
always show it.
language.
Yeah.
Also, my mom always told me, te ves más bonito callado. You always look prettier, I guess in this case.
You
looking.
look better.
You look
when
better
you're
when
quiet.
you're quiet. That's what she used to
That
tell me.
sounds terrible.
It's
That's just me.
it's a Hispanic mother saying shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
So I'd rather never speak again.
Yeah,
And a lot of
rather-
people would rather just say what's on their mind.
Yep.
Admit all your guilty pleasures to a family. Never have any guilty pleasures. I'd rather just not have any guilty pleasures.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't really have.
How
any
random would it be if
guilty
you're like,
pleasures.
I'm into latex and foot jobs to like a Thanksgiving dinner.
Nah,
You're sitting around a table and just like, I like tentacle hentai.
I like my kinks. I'll tell everyone. I'll fuck it.
I'll live on my own or live with
there's-
my family.
Well,
There's
you
a-
think about
there's
it,
a
it's,
list.
it's like a
There's a-
moment. It's like a moment of awkwardness versus like never being able to do like what you want.
But a
to
part
do.
of guilty pleasures, not just in the sexual sense.
Well, like, oh, okay. So the definition of a guilty pleasure is like it's something you enjoy doing, but you don't think other people would like the idea that you do it.
I like that, knowing like I like something that people might not like. I think that's cool. So I'd rather like, oh, in that case, I guess I'd admit to have my
Yeah.
guilty pleasure.
I take my moment of embarrassment.
I like High School Musical. No, I'm just kidding. I fucking hate that series.
That your shirts are always 2 sizes too big, or that they're 1 size too small.
Big.
Too bad it's
I'll
too
look like a gangster. I guess.
Yeah, that's actually a style too.
Baggy clothes. Welcome to the night.
No baggy shirts.
Oh, welcome to the cholo life.
That sounds about right. What up, Bessie?
What up,
What's Holmes?
vato?
Have you ever seen a picture of 2 gay homies?
Yeah,
It's just great.
it's intimidating, and at the same time, I'm proud of it.
Hey,
but-
dog. I'm gonna fuck you, eh?
Hey, dog, you stole my heart, vato. Not to have hands or not to have legs. I'd rather not have hands.
Legs.
You're too crippled if you don't have legs.
You can't do anything without hands.
All these
Have
problems.
you seen what I can do with my
all these problems can be solved with prosthetics.
feet? No prosthetic.
What are you doing?
Are you gonna pick something up? Anyone could do that. Yeah, that is
What, are
literally
you gonna
it.
give your girlfriend a foot job? You gonna foot her?
What? She has a dick? Like,
No. You never heard of footing?
yeah, but you said foot job.
Yeah, footing.
No. That's
What,
a
all right, let's just
modification.
hypothetically. Let's say you're single and you want to jerk off. What do?
Does not. You hire
Just
someone.
not.
You hire someone.
You hire
Just
someone.
not. Get the hell out of here.
How awkward is it? You're like, oh, like this will be $27.50.
No,
You're at the
did you-
convenience
did
store.
you
Hold on, I
actually
got
know-
this. You lick your foot.
Did
So
you actually
not
know
having
that,
hands versus not having legs, I'd probably choose.
Also,
not
you have
having
your
hands.
nubs.
What are you gonna do? Like
You just have no hands.
go like that?
Life finds a way.
Eh.
Life finds a way.
I'll choose the legs.
Wear your pants too low or wear your pants too high?
Too high.
Too low.
Too
I don't want
low.
moose
I don't
knuckles.
want that's
I don't want the
Your
pressure.
camel tail.
real uncomfortable.
It's called a moose knuckle.
Is it a moose knuckle for guys? It's a moose knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Camel
it?
toe for girls.
Camel toe, moose
I thought it was
knuckle.
a camel tail.
There's a lot more
What-
going on.
Have
down
you seen
here.
a camel tail? What does that
Camel
have
tail?
anything to do with the balls?
I have never heard of that.
No.
I think you're
No.
wrong. But it's okay
You
if
ever
you're
seen
right.
Superbad?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It was never
I don't-
camera tail.
yeah.
Camera
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 tail.
tail.
Camera tail.
Nah, that's stupid. Be very rich of the president. Dumb.
Be very rich.
Would you rather swim 5 miles or run 30 miles? I think 5 miles in the ocean or swimming.
Well, I've swam 2 miles in the ocean, and let me tell you,
Well, that's actually pretty hard. Huh?
swimming 5 miles would take you hours.
So
No,
also,
hours.
you know how long it would
Yeah,
take you to
it took
run
me
30 miles?
it took me an hour and a half to swim 2 miles in the ocean.
But that's the ocean. There's a lot of resistance in that.
It's
Yeah.
tides.
What was the run?
30.
Run 30 miles?
That's gonna take like 24 hours.
No, marathon runners don't take that long. What are you talking about?
Well, how long is? Oh, that's
26.2. Oh. I would rather
how
swim.
bad
I would
I'd rather run.
I would rather swim
I'd
5
rather
miles.
swim.
Yeah.
Because running is so bad for you.
No,
Well, not necessarily.
it's bad for your joints, but like
That's bad for you.
in a vacuum.
But
Not if you do it once.
No,
No,
but
but
if you do
vacuum,
it-
how are you gonna breathe?
people-
in a vacuum?
people-
No. In a vacuum means if you were to continue doing it over and over again.
Who the fuck's ever said that?
You never heard that saying?
Say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But if you do you're like a competitive marathon runner, you're gonna be so screwed by the time you're like 40, 50.
I mean, that's like ballet dancers.
Yep.
Arthritis.
Anyways.
yeah, but ballet is an art form. Running isn't.
No, I'm saying joint pain and like arthritis.
Yeah, but the reward is art.
You
The
think they
marathon
care
is
about it?
what? Oh, he spent $80 to do this.
Be loved by everyone only because of your looks. Be loved by everyone only because of your intelligence.
Intelligence. That's a really shallow question.
It is
Yeah.
a shallow. Be a deep sea diver or an astronaut.
Astronaut.
Astronaut? Duh. Why do you think I'm a space tattoo, bitch?
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna have a chest burster in my chest at some point.
All right.
Eat 1 kilogram of dirt. Eat 1 kilogram of worms.
Worms.
Dirt.
Protein.
Dirt.
Why? You
I
just,
think
you
I
just
can-
slide them down
I'd rather-
like pasta.
Well, how much is a kilogram?
Look at it. For us Americans,
How do you quantify that?
About this much of
kilogram,
cocaine.
it's 1,000 grams.
Oh, well, fucking a kilo of Coke is like a brick.
It's 1,000 grams.
Yes, I know what it...
How many grams are in a pound? 10. I'm gonna guess kilos to pounds. 1 kilogram is 2 pounds.
2
So
pounds
2
of
pounds
dirt or 2 pounds of worm?
I'd rather do
2 pounds of
worms.
dirt. 2
I'm
pounds of
put a
dirt.
little seasoning, a little salt.
No,
and
the
Hell
worms.
no.
What's wrong with the worms?
Because I'm going to throw up.
pepper. You
Okay.
throw up with dirt.
You're
No.
gonna throw-
Dirt is actually
How bad is dirt
manure.
for you compared to worms?
Dirt is just manure and soil.
Worms are literally processed shit.
You can eat
What?
them?
Dirt is shit.
Yeah.
What?
Would you have the processed version or the actual thing?
I'd rather do worms.
I'd rather have something that's much more easier to go
That
down.
is not
A
easier. Are
worm
you
with a
kidding
hun-
me?
Have you ever tried to
Eat
no
pasta?
worms.
One noodle? Same thing. Just a lot of it.
It's not, though.
Why wouldn't it be?
It just wiggles.
No.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
just take a bite.
You know my answer. I picked dirt.
You're disgusting.
Okay.
I think you're in the
Shun
minority here.
The dirt eater.
The judge believer.
The dirt eater.
dirt eater.
Be able to fly or turn invisible.
Invisible.
I'd rather fly.
Fly.
Invisible.
Why would you say invisible? Out of
Because I could do
curiosity.
it.
Invisible, you might accidentally die, though.
How?
A car
Get ran
hits
over.
you.
Okay, then I won't be jaywalking.
No, but
I'll
you
just-
don't even have to be jaywalking.
Wait, how would you get run over on the sidewalk?
Because you could be... So, like, a car could round the corner and they don't see you.
But you're on the you're on the
Then I'll be
sidewalk.
really cautious.
You follow traffic laws.
No. Oh, God.
I'm just saying, like,
You
wait for
can
the line
still
to turn
turn the
green.
corner if there's a crosswalk.
Yeah.
okay.
Are you jaywalking?
No.
Then
Oh my
you're
God,
waiting.
Chris.
Or I could look
patiently
to
on
my
the
left.
sidewalk.
Chris, there can be a walk signal. If there's no one there, a car is allowed to turn the corner.
Then
I guess
then
you're
I'll
wearing
wait.
horse goggles so you can't see your peripheral.
No,
You
but
dodge, nigga.
I'll wait.
Or you wait.
anyways,
You
I
live a
would
very
rather
cautious
I
fly.
need so much more.
I would rather
Although I would
fly.
say I'd fly. I'm just saying invisible is possible if you want to. I'd
Invisible,
rather just be
invisible
They're
is
both
way
possible.
better.
They're both
Wake up in the
possible.
middle of an unknown desert. Wake up
Hey, you know
in
what
a
you
rowboat
eliminate by being able to fly? Fucking train costs.
and flight.
That sounds like a personal thing.
It's so
So
relevant.
wake up.
Or just
In
go
the
to
middle
a
of-
plane and just never have to pay for the ticket because you're
How are you gonna get
invisible.
on the plane?
They can't see you. You're invisible.
Wait.
Where are you gonna sit?
No, we're just standard. Just sit on the
Then you're
floor.
gonna die.
You just go into the cargo area.
Or just lock the bathroom door and then they'll be like, oh yes, for some reason it's locked itself.
Nah,
we
they
can't
would open
No, they would open that.
I,
shit.
if I was invisible going on the plane, I would go into the cargo area.
Then you would
You
die.
would die.
How?
You can't be in
Because you're
there.
gonna be tossed around the fucking thing,
Everything-
It's
Isn't everything
and you're not
no.
gonna be able to breathe.
The temp and the air and the air supply in there is very low.
Then I would
You'll
sneak
freeze
into the
and
cockpit,
not be able to breathe.
cockpit somehow.
Okay, Chris.
Or maybe I would just stand in the plane, and then when there's no one sit like in the area with no one paid for the seat, maybe I'd sit there. If not, I'd just kind of like dodge through people, and like if I see someone, there's not a lot
That's
of room
way
on a
too
plane.
much stress.
Think about it.
There's not a lot of
I'm a
room on
heavy
plane.
breather. You're gonna see
You're in
like
the lavatory taking a
terrific-
shit. You're
There's a ghost.
wake up in the middle of an unknown desert. Wake up in a rowboat in the middle of a big unknown body of water.
That would
Desert.
scare the shit out of me.
Desert.
Desert.
I'd rather be in the water.
That would terrify.
Dude, you know how scary that is?
They're both scary, but at least you can maybe fish.
That's some Life of Pi shit right there.
But maybe you can fish.
What?
Do you know how to fish?
You gonna learn?
What
gonna
are you
learn
gonna
what,
fish
that
with?
quick?
What are you gonna fish with?
You're, well, they're both kind of shitty because like, what are you gonna do?
You have
with
cactus.
That's the point.
What? But
Eat a-
would
eat a
you'd
cactus.
rather like suffocate or die from the heat exhaustion?
Yeah, but you can. There's things to do in the desert.
Like,
There's groundwater.
yeah, I guess I'll change my mind to the unknown desert.
That's right.
Although, assuming you find a body of water, at least at the ocean, maybe
Yeah,
you
but
can
you're
figure
more-
out a way to boil water somehow.
How are you gonna boil
How are you gonna boil the water?
MacGyver the fuck out of it.
With
I
what?
don't know. Hopefully, you get found by some Japanese shark fishermen.
I got 5 big pound for some Japs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, unknown desert. Never again listen to music. Lose a hand. Well,
Lose a hand.
That's so morbid. Well, you can stop listening to Linkin Park. Ooh,
Or lose a hand.
Well, you know, Linkin
Or actually
Park.
commit.
Have the power to make anyone fall in love with you. Be able to read minds.
Read minds.
Read minds. Because then I would never be in the dark.
No.
Hey, do you have the choice to read mind, or it always happens?
Choice.
Oh yeah, read
Like
minds.
Xavier.
Do you really want to know what everyone? No, he doesn't have really full control.
No, I feel
He
like
doesn't
it'd
have
be
full
too
control.
boring.
He hears it all the time.
No, but he does have control.
I think I'd rather have the power to make people fall in love with you.
Does he?
I feel like life is too boring if you can always know what people are thinking.
Yeah,
about
but like you make someone fall in love with you, you just change their fate forever.
You know, well, I mean, great power comes with great responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, like, can't you love a friend? You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
think that
That's
love is
definitely
like
not
I want to
what
be with
they're-
you.
Then you would
Yeah.
read minds, but I'm thinking about love as like you can make people like you. The power to make people love you.
That's definitely not what they're talking
Cultist like.
I would so
Cool.
do that. Like guess
You'll never betray
Make
me.
everyone in the whole world love me, and then I have world.
Yeah, but then that brings
First
like
World
jealousy and all sorts of things.
some Rick and Morty stuff.
Yeah, not a good idea.
All right, read minds. Boring life. Make people cry or make people angry. What would you rather do?
Make people cry.
right.
I'd
Nah,
rather make
I
people
feel like an
angry.
asshole, angry.
Anger never doesn't necessarily have to mean the
Make
violence.
people cry or make people angry.
It doesn't need to be with
Much
violence.
easier to deal with people that cry.
I think it's a lot easier
Is
to
it
deal with
though?
people with anger.
I mean,
You can dissuade people's
I'm
opinion
making
in
my
which way-
bed and that's what I'm lying.
Alright, well, it's 55-55, so.
How is it 55
What?
to 55? That doesn't make any sense.
55%, 45%.
You
What
said
am I-
55,
I meant to say
55.
55.
I was like, that's not percentage. That doesn't
Be the
work.
first person on Mars via a one-way trip. Never travel to space. I'd rather
Never-
have one.
never
I would
travel to space.
100% one-way ticket to Mars,
Dude, you have no idea how badly you'll go insane.
but I'm at Mars.
But you'll go
Okay,
insane.
but you'll go insane.
I'll
and die.
Martian it.
You,
Grow potatoes.
Go about
With my
you
to
don't
shit.
have the inner.
Shiza.
With Shiza.
Jesus.
I'd rather be the first person on Mars. It's a pretty cool, like, you'll be remembered.
But that's not what it says.
Be the first person on Mars via a one-way trip.
Okay, like how are you gonna survive?
It's a. They're not gonna.
If you're the first person on Mars, you're literally the guinea pig.
Yeah, but eventually people are gonna come by.
You'll be dead by
But
then.
you'll be dead by then.
You know how long it takes to
People
get to
will learn.
Mars?
People will learn.
Not in our
Well-
timeline.
It does not take that long to go to Mars.
How long does it take to get to Mars?
Let's see.
As he looks it up.
How long does it take to go to Mars?
Lot. That's what it's to say.
Lot. 300 days. Less than a year to get to Mars.
Okay,
That's
you're
not
gonna
far.
survive
That's not
300
far.
days.
Yeah.
It's hard to survive 300 days
Assuming
in
they,
space.
they give not space, Mars.
No, but it takes 300 days to get to Mars.
Set me up for success. And by that I mean like they give me the basic supplies. Like let's see what happens to you when you're in Mars.
You're gonna survive that long with no human contact.
That's a year of no That's a year of isolation. You kind of make your own friends. You do go a little insane. You're a little cuckoo, but you kind of like make friends.
Chris
with
is already
inanimate
insane, so
objects.
he's
yeah.
willing
So
to
like
cope
I can
with it.
hang.
Feel like
Also, I'd definitely be counting his days down to 300, and if they're not here in 300 days, it's kind of like, and then like another year passes, and then you just accept your fate and become psychotic.
No,
Have a little Wilson
no,
volleyball.
I'll just stay up. I'll just stay here.
Have a ventriloquist puppet
I'll just stay here.
Maybe I'll take a dog. A female and a male.
That dog would 100% like fucking hate you.
I don't care. It doesn't know.
Be shitting everywhere.
And then you just breed the dog.
Shitting everywhere.
You can use their shit for manure to make potatoes.
But I am in the minority. 68% of people say they would rather never go to space. Be a shark or a hawk? I'd rather be a shark.
Yeah, dude.
You know how easy you will die as a hawk?
How easily do you die as a hawk?
Oh, you run into something.
Hawks are literally the apex predators of the air. They kill
Eagles?
things that are bigger than them.
Eagles are way more apex than a hawk.
No.
Oh.
No.
A hawk is like this big.
No, you no. Hawks are fucking huge.
Yeah. This became Google.
Have you seen the actual size
Google
of a bald eagle?
everything. Bald
Not
eagles
necessarily
are,
a
bald
bald
eagles are
eagle.
small.
They're-
Yeah, dude.
Not a bald eagle. Bald eagles are not the biggest eagle there is.
Look at the biggest
What's
eagle and the
bigger?
biggest hawk.
A
And
hawk
then look at the biggest.
or an eagle. Eagles are usually larger than hawks. Typically, eagles weigh 18 pounds, which large species of hawks rarely exceed 8 pounds.
Yeah, but we're not comparing eagles to hawks. We're comparing eagles to sharks. Sharks.
We were talking about
Yeah, we just changed.
hawks.
We changed the original
fucking-
subject.
No, but we're talking about in the subject of this question.
Yeah, I'd rather be a
hawks
shark.
are less likely to die. Than
The only predator
sharks.
a shark has is gonna be
Other
sharks.
other sharks or whales or
The worst prey of all, humankind.
Humans.
humankind.
I'd rather be a
What's my
hawk.
mental? Am I the mentality of a hawk or of a shark, or hawk?
You're a human shark.
So I have the brain of a shark and or a brain of a hawk. I'm sorry, a human brain in a hawk or a human brain in a shark. Is that what you're saying?
We made a zombieist.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'd 100% still be a shark
All right.
because I can get
Hawk,
past the
I'd be like a serial killer.
gunned down immediately or killed by I don't know, a truck.
Really? How are they going to distinguish me from other hawks?
I don't know if you're fucking killing people. You're a serial killing hawk.
It's Scar. You look at eagle with the scar.
I still
It's
rather be a shark.
Scar! No, Scar!
They're gonna hang your body on a museum.
I might be being too loud.
Would you rather have nightmares or insomnia?
Nightmare.
Insomnia. No. You're never gonna get good night's sleep ever again.
No, you can have good ass sleep and have nightmares.
You're gonna constantly
You
wake
always
up.
wake up.
Insomnia literally means you don't sleep. Would you have
Well,
no
you would
sleep,
sleep
or
every
sleep?
You're gonna constantly wake up.
But would
You're
you
gonna be
rather-
terrorized for the
But-
rest of your
Can't
life.
you? I forget. Can you take pills to make you fall asleep with insomnia?
It's really bad.
It's bad for
It
you.
fucks with your mind.
Yeah. I think I'd still rather have nightmares.
Yeah, I'll take nightmares.
It's still bad. They're both bad.
Tell me you want insomnia. You tell me.
To people with insomnia will slap you.
Yeah, I heard to get any sleep now. I already have it. I think I have it. I
Fall
just
from
don't
10
know.
meters
bitch.
onto concrete. Fall from 100 meters into the water.
Say it
It's
again,
almost
what?
the same shit.
What?
Fall 100 meters. Oh, sorry. Fall 10 meters to concrete or 100 meters into water.
You die either way.
Yeah, I'm like, it's either way.
You couldn't survive 10 meters?
No, you potentially might survive 100
Yeah, I was like,
meters
10
in water.
meters.
Maybe. No, water now. The
Even,
distance that you have,
Even if
that,
you narrow yourself.
that
no?
water is
It's
becomes
cement, yeah.
concrete.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But 10
You don't
meters.
have enough-
Well, what is that?
10
60?
meters
No,
is-
but that's 60 feet.
The ceiling is like 3
It's a-
meters.
Each meter is about five.
So this is-
5 something.
So what? 3 stories? 3.5 stories?
You break a
three-
lot of
three
bones, but
stories.
you'll survive.
Yeah, you'll survive.
Depending how you fall.
If you fall legs first, you're going to live.
You shatter the hell out of your legs. You
Yeah.
become jelly. You
I think I'd rather
paraplegic.
die. At that point, I think I'd rather die. Throw me in the,
I
throw me in
feel
the
like
ocean.
somehow you have a chance of surviving water, but
No, dude, you would.
No, there's-
you would die.
I know, but
There's
like
not
some of
enough
me feels
surface
like
tension.
you just like make yourself swoop as much as
You
you
just,
can.
you just go like this.
But then again, if you break your bones in your water, like you're gonna drown.
Yeah,
So,
that's even worse. You're going to be
10
in
meters
pain
on
and
concrete.
drowning.
A lot of people prefer to fall into water because they don't know.
Because they die.
Be with someone who's extremely attractive, or be with someone who's. Be with someone who is extremely attractive, or would you rather that you. This question is dumb.
Oh, yeah, let me see it.
It was just like, would you rather be with someone who's extremely attractive, or that you're extremely attractive? Your partner's super attractive, or you're
That
attractive?
is a stupid question.
It is a really dumb
Yeah,
question.
I was like, I would rather my partner be attractive.
Would
Why
you
not
rather wear comfortable clothes
Oh,
or
fuck.
wear fashion, like make a fashion statement or wear comfortable clothes?
Comfortable clothes.
Comfortable clothes.
Wait, no, you can't say that.
No.
I don't wear. Oh my god! You want to see what fashion looks like? Let me tell you.
That's some like high vogue shit. Like,
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling Kyle. Like it's like you're wearing rectangle boxes and like dumb, weird things that aren't
No,
practical.
to me that's like wearing like
no, that's still
uncomfortable
comfort.
like.
His shoes are considered comfortable shoes.
Yeah, all my shoes are very comfortable.
It's just overpriced. No, I'm sorry, not overpriced. It's just expensive.
To me, like they're talking about fashion, like people that wear like clothes now.
Would you rather know the secrets of Area 51 or have
That's
$1 million?
What?
Would you rather know the secrets of Area 51 or accept $1 million?
$1 million.
Except $1 million.
I think
I do
I'd rather
not
know
wanna
the
know the
secrets of
secrets
Area
there.
51.
If I tell anyone to try,
You know what
to
you could do with $1
$1
million? Go to fucking Europe.
Wow, he went. That's pretty.
Yeah, but at the
That's
same time,
personal.
$1 million doesn't really get you very far.
Yes, it does. Are you kidding me? $1 million does not get you very far.
You think you could live the rest of your
Chris,
life at the age
yes.
of 23?
Yes,
with
you can.
$1 million.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I don't even spend $1 million in a year.
Of course you wouldn't.
I'm
How do you
saying
have that
for-
now?
Let alone
For the rest of your life.
Let alone, hold on, I'm not done. Let alone 5 years.
Knowledge to me is more important.
You
than
could
money.
survive off $1 million
For 50
when you're like
years.
10.
You could survive off $1 million for 50 years. I could literally work as a server and have $1 million.
I'm not
perfectly
saying you're
happy
wrong,
life.
but this is my personal opinion.
Okay, that's good. You're outnumbered.
Why do you want to go to Area 51?
I just want to know.
Do you really
How
want to
funny
know?
would it be if they're like, there's nothing.
So you
could've
you
just
could
accepted
have had $1 million.
I bet you would hang yourself after that.
No, I'd just be like, what? Fucking sucks. Be covered in fur or covered in scales?
Fur. Because then I'd be a furry and people want to fuck me.
He's not
Are you
wrong.
secretly a furry?
No, I'm not.
You're a furry?
One of my workers, he's actually a furry. He'll
Really?
go to work with like the ears and the tail.
I'm talking about like the
Weird.
full mascot look.
Oh, he does it.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's-
fucking
yeah.
weird.
I don't think it's weird. It's just what they like.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
You know, also
You want
like
to
wearing pink.
You literally want to be fucked by a dog.
Why is wearing pink?
That's
Why
Is that
wearing pink
necessarily
weird?
what being a furry is?
a furry is a humanoid like beast,
Yeah.
Sure, but they don't.
and it's hypersexualized.
I feel like that's a general thing.
Find
No,
out.
no, that's
it's
true.
not. Let me Google. Let me
furries
Google
out
that
there,
for you.
comment. Is it all about sexual thing, or do you just like looking like
I saw
an
this.
animal?
I saw this clip of
Comment
like
below.
it was like
An
about-
enthusiast for animal characteristics with human characteristics, in particular a person who dresses up in costume as such as a character or uses one as an avatar online.
Boom.
Furry.
Don't you dare Urban Dictionary
No,
it.
this is the thing though. For alright, so like if you like something that much, you clearly want to fuck it.
Yeah.
I like pancakes a lot. I don't want to fuck it.
Oh my god.
You say that now until you try it.
There's a furry fandom.
Of course
But
there is.
fandom, okay, so you say fur.
I would do the scales.
Dude, I'd pet myself.
I think I'd still like fur. I think women, or in general, people like petting soft things. I think scales might be too, you know?
I think it'd be badass.
You look
All
like
right,
you
Kyle.
have dandruff.
I already
You look
have
like-
dandruff.
You look like
Thanks.
you look like you're shedding.
Fall on a cactus or on a rose bush? I think cactus hurts maybe less.
Cactus hurts a lot
'Cause
more.
No,
Mm,
like, think of...
Rose bushes are
like...
Rose bushes
like-
have small.
No, but they're
thorns.
thick.
no, but they're thick as fuck.
Yeah, that's more like falling on the barbed wire.
But literally, you could die if you fall on a cactus.
You can also die from a.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, wait, how could you die from a cactus?
Because cactus have really big needles.
Well, sure, but
They're
they're
not
also,
that big.
They're also very
Listen,
very thin
cactuses
ones.
can impale you. Roses cannot impale you.
They can shred your skin.
Yeah, but they can't impale you.
If you fall on a rose bush, you are some shredded cheese.
No, you're not.
You just became cheddar.
You're telling me the force of you going down is not going to cause some form of shredding?
How far are
on
you
skin?
falling?
It just says fall.
See, we need. You gotta send a message that really
There's
like
not
we need
enough-
answers.
What do you
There's
think
not
would
enough-
hurt more
okay.
if you tripped
Okay.
onto a rose
So
bush
here's the
or
context.
tripped onto a
Here's the
cactus?
context that I am going to put forward of you falling. So you falling into a rose bush is like I'm standing.
Don't trip again.
It's-
Goddamn cable. So the podcast can't see this, but you can. So me falling would be like this.
That's not falling.
That is
That's
not
your
muscle.
legs giving out.
Oh really? That's not falling?
That's not. Point the camera. Let the people know. No, you point the camera, you idiot, not your body.
What do you mean?
Point the camera and show them what you did.
Oh, like
Your
Thanks
knees
for review.
buckled.
Show. See if we can get it on the camera.
Let me know. If you can.
Lower it. Sure. And just go back. A little bit more. Yeah, that's
like
good.
the door's right here. I can't fall much farther.
What
So
is
this is what falling I'm talking about, like this.
That's giving out. That's like you got atrophy out of
Obviously,
nowhere.
I'll show you what
if you
fall.
fall
No,
in
tripping
real
is like something
Tripping
clips
is
your
like
legs.
this, you're just like walking, you go, cool, and then you fall face
I
forward.
legitimately thought you were gonna fall there.
See what I mean?
He's very good at that.
I'm good at it. I scare my managers with it.
See, like the way you fell was like you had force moving you forward.
Exactly.
So you're gonna go through that shit.
Yeah.
And the rose bush, that would hurt.
Nah, it wouldn't be as bad as a cactus.
There's actually a YouTube clip of a guy literally falling into a giant bed of cactus. It's
All right.
great.
We're going to end it there because we're hitting an hour and 35 minutes.
So that's not too bad.
So we're going to go play some basketball. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next podcast or whatever video I decide to make next. Bye!